Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Clemson Tigers and the FIU Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the FIU head coach pregame. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you guys.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So FIU's offense will have first crack at this one. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. This is a guy that they have high hopes for this season at the wide receiver position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. First down, right back to Brown. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Turning it on! He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Clemson's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. Trying to get his senior season off and running and be the powerhouse for this ground attack. Sets his feet. It's Denson. He's going for it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Panthers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Tough run here. It's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Gets open down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. A little release to the back. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
From deep, it's Preston. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for running room. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Rush is on. Hit as he throws. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like you did right there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right down the middle. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. The ride. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. FIU pushing tempo. Now he's looking to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Working the ground game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Extending the play. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And he gets it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Clemson jumps to the line. To the air. It's Denson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
On the return, it's Carter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Boilermakers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Catching up with Coach Sweeney coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Clemson is quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Rush right in his face. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
Touchdown, Clemson! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. From the gun, running back on the move. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wants to go up top on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And this team needs...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football, a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Dropping back, it's Denson. Gets rid of it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, FIU. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. This time they'll throw it. Between the hashes, it's Brown. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, at this point in the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Still looking. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Carter. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Sets his feet. It's Denson. On the move. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Clemson. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And the quarterback takes a knee.